This is What's Now, a show where we find out what everyone is talking about. We have the opportunity to speak with individuals all across the country about many important and interesting things. I'm your host, Christine Napier, looking forward to this show. Up first, I had a great conversation with social media influencers, besties, comedic duo Kat and Nat. They teamed together for learning. Here's more.
Today I have the honor of speaking with comedic duo, best friends, social media sensations, Kat and Nat. They are teaming together to support education and learning through an app. Thank you so much, Kat and Nat, for joining me here on Puppy Television.
Thank you for having us.
So, Kat, let's start with you. How are you doing? It's such a tough time, and I'm curious about how you and your family are handling things.
How long do we have? We have been doing a lot of social media on Instagram, and I think just the feeling of moms kind of being exasperated and tired and just being like, it's okay. It's been a long months, lots of months. It was supposed to be weeks and now it's months. So overall, though, everyone is handling it well, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and what about you? Any things that have helped you and your family cope with this really hard year?
Well, honestly, yes. Again, like Kat said, it's been longer than we expected. And things that I have seemed to allow my kids to do, which I otherwise wouldn't if it wasn't a pandemic and we weren't stuck together for 24/7. Things have changed a little, but it was when we found the app Band Show that I was able to feel a lot better about having to get work done when I'm busy and I need things done, instead of not knowing what they're on any sort of social media app or some gaming. If I give them this educational app, Band Show, which is free to download on iPhone and Android, then I know that they are safe to be learning by creators that are vetted by parents and by teachers. So I know that they're learning really fun things, and I can feel safe knowing that
I don't have to be there to watch it.
Exactly.
Well, Kat, tell me more about this app and what made you decide to become involved in it.
It was a really when kind of March hit and we didn't know how long this was going to be. We thought it was short term, and kind of screen time limits went out the window and all the screen time came in. And when my 5-year-old started to become involved in an app that was not for her age, when Bancho came into our lives, I was like, she felt like she could be a part of what everyone was doing, and I didn't have to work. It's really hard as a parent to navigate this world right now. And, we're trying to have a life and work from home with these children. And, when she saw this app that, goes up like this and goes like this, very much like the older kids, but it was safe and entertaining, and I didn't have to worry about what she was seeing. I just felt like it was sort of like someone gave me a little tool in my toolbox that I didn't otherwise have, because as a busy mom, you don't have time to watch them 24/7 on what they're on. So if you have a Zoom call or you're trying to cook dinner, this is a great way for them to sit. And, she was learning things on there and she wanted to do them, like Mento experiments, magic. She's like, Mom, look how cool this is. And it's a really cool age when they're younger, how much they want to learn, and they're inspired and interested in what these teachers are talking about. So Mento is literally all teachers on there teaching fun. It's like kind of like Broadway meets school.
I was just going to say, I came across one of the creators and she was teaching phonics, right? So the sounds of words. And it was like TJ was watching a musical. He was fully entertained, but while he was being entertained, he was learning about the sounds of letters.
Yeah.
You bring up such a good point. We're so worried about screen time because our kids, their everything, their education, their schooling, so much more screen time. So I'm curious with this app, we worry a lot about isolation and the downfalls, but there's also honestly some benefits of kids and technology. And are you finding that to be true as your kids are utilizing this app?
Yeah, I think that we just have to give ourselves a break, and we're doing the best we can. And if you can find fun things that you don't feel like are harmful to them, which this is definitely the exact opposite, and it's not like it's serious, intense learning where they come out of school and then you're like, here, I'm trying to cook dinner, entertain yourselves. It's really an interactive way without anyone being able to access them or talk to them or them to send direct messages. They can just watch fun, lighthearted content that is educational and vetted for you, so you're not stressed. And I think that we put so much pressure on ourselves as moms to to be this thing that, you know, that everyone tries to do, but we're all just surviving. So, you know, screen time is, when it's used properly, it's a beautiful gift where it buys you time. It actually decompresses my kids sometimes where they have something that isn't super over involved.
And we're never suggesting that someone sits on an iPad for all of the day.
No.
We'd like to get them outside and everything like that. But if you need to buy that time, you have something that you can feel good about. And our kids have come to us and taught us things that they've learned about math and science and mindfulness. There's so many different categories.
Magic's really cool. There's some cool magic. I don't know where else you can find magic like that. It's such a cool, there's so many magic creators on there.
And it always links back to like a lesson.
And they're 15 seconds, 30 seconds. They're so cool.
Well, I know we don't have a lot of time left, but I've been so looking forward to talking to both of you, not only about this app, but also I follow you on social media. You're some of my favorite moms. You bring this authenticity and humor just to life, and it's so needed right now. And I'm just curious, how are you able to do that? How are you able to look at a situation and see the positive, see the humor in it?
You know, I think some days are, you just kind of wake up and you have a choice, and we try to make the right choice to be, you know, positive and happy, and just kind of like, if you're breathing, you're kind of winning. And if you're awake, you're kind of winning. But are there hard days? Absolutely. Are there bad days? Absolutely. But overall, you know, we try to be the light at the end of the tunnel and make people feel less alone, because we have each other and a lot of people don't have anybody. So we try to just make a community, you know, through Instagram, through TikTok, through YouTube, through everything. And it's just kind of our place to be happy.
And you're authentic and vulnerable as well, and it really comes across and just really so needed during this time. So tell me a little bit more about this app, how we can find it, how we can get it, and how we use it.
Anywhere you can download an app, Android, Apple, iTunes, and it's free.
It's BANSHO, and you just download it. You set your kid's age, potentially their interest.
Yeah, we should say the age, like pre-K to grade 4.
Mhm.
So really, it's the app they should be on, not the older apps. And it is really a great tool for every mom out there to go. Just try it. Go on it. You'll be so blown away by it. BANSHO. You can find it like anywhere you can download an app.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Kat and Nat, for joining us today here on Park City Television. It's been so fun talking with you and great to learn about this new app. I know it'll help many families and kids out there. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.